Hi.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. How are you today? You'll have to excuse me if I'm a little bit doolally today. My brain is not working.
I am so tired.
My brain is not functioning. What's your plans today?
I have to read like 180 pages of this because we're on like day 3 of the buddy read and I'm already behind. I've read one day.
I was behind on the first day. I didn't read the first day until yesterday. But now I'm up to date, but I haven't given any thoughts in the chat. But I have today's pages to read of this. But I also think I'm going to scrapbook.
Nice.
Very nice. I'm going to transform because I'm going to be doing my... Pardon?
Into a butterfly?
It might as well be because I am doing my makeup trials for ATs next week.
Nice.
So I'm going to be messing around with some eyeshadow and eyeliner and foundation and things. So
it's like the pirate themed look.
Yes and no. Like it's pirate inspired.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I have like... Oh, no. You okay? Right. I've got feathers in my hair.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm gonna have feathers in my hair, and like sword earrings and things. But today I'm just focusing like on my makeup. I don't want to I can't really do hair. My hair, to be fair, I'm just gonna leave. Like my hair, I quite like this messy curl look. I might curl it. I don't know. I'll see what I feel like on the day and how much time I actually have and how much sleep I actually get the night before. Because if I get like half an hour's, like 2 hours worth of sleep, I'm not curling my hair. My hair is being brushed out and being left because I'm not dealing with that shit when I am sleep deprived and have to wake up at 6:30 in the morning to get ready. Because we have to leave the hotel at 7:30 so that we can get to the arena for 8:00 to get Starbucks and wait for the queue to open. And it's in a queue until 3:00 in the afternoon. So yeah, we're good. We're going to be fine.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to be better than the people who are literally going to camp out.
They can't.
Not allowed.
Really? O2 have security that actually kick you off site if you're found camping in the O2 area.
Interesting.
And they don't let you queue up outside either on the day because the queue is actually inside, like next to all the restaurants and things. And they don't allow you in there until 9:00. And they said no queuing outside. They're like really quite strict about it at the O2, which I'm quite grateful for because it means that I don't have to worry about like getting there at 6:00 in the morning to make sure I get a decent spot. I can just turn up at like 8, 7:30 and make sure that I get in for 9:00 type thing.
And then your queue's smaller anyway, isn't it? Because it's only the people who bought those tickets.
Yeah, so we actually have numbers from that because the European tour started last week. It started last Friday, a week ago, and we actually have numbers for how many tickets for each level of VIP there is, and there's only 150 tickets for my level, and we're let in first, so we're almost guaranteed a barricade.
Yeah, because you could just all sort of line up on the barricade and you'll have enough.
Yeah, we'll be absolutely fine, but we want to make sure that we get the barricade area that we want because
the particular
people
usually stand at particular sides of the stage at all and things like that.
No, they do like the band does move around, but it's an extended stage, and the very, very front, you can't really see the extended stage part very well. So we want to stand in the extended stage part, but we just have to make sure that like there is a side that I think we are leaning towards, but we don't mind either side.
I mean,
It just depends on like.
This reminds me of when I was obsessed with the Jonas Brothers and I got to go to their sound check and I knew very much what side Nick stood on. And I was like, I will be on that side because I do not want to be on Kevin's side.
Yeah. So we are kind of like
also last week where I was just like, I know exactly where this show starts and where I need to start for the very, very beginning of the show. It was great to see.
So yeah, that's the plan. So we just need to make sure that we get there early enough, and I'm sure we will. And like, where there's only 150 people, I'm not really that worried, even if we end up being like halfway back through the queue, because I know like I've joined some forums of like some of the people on our tier, and like there's some of them are saying like we can't get there until midday, and like. So not everyone's going to be turning up at 9 o'clock. I know I think the majority of the Ultimate VIPs probably will, just so that they can get the spot that they want. But I don't think that we'll have a problem, which is good because I don't like having problems.
Fair.
I want to see Mingy up close.
Understandable.
Hello, I'll be doing some writing organisation things tonight and continuing my reread of Queen of Air and Darkness. Woo, what are we reading? I think we've already gone through this.
Yeah, The Blade itself. I keep forgetting what it's called.
I can just hold it up. We're both reading the same thing.
Both reading the same thing.
It's not the clearest cover. Like, you gotta squint to read the writing.
Yeah, that's quite interesting writing. To be fair, I thought it was called Gerb Crombie until I realised that was the author's name.
Yeah.
I feel like they've got the font the wrong way around. Like the big font should be the blade itself, and then like the small bits underneath should be Gerb Crombie.
Yeah, but I feel like it is kind of sold on his name as an author. So.
That's fair. Yeah, I noticed that, talking of Cassandra Clare books, that Cassandra Clare's books, her name seems to be getting bigger and bigger on the front page, if you've noticed. Hi. Hello. I get to see this lovely lady in 5 days. 5 days. Jenny, I get to see you in 5 days. It's in 5 days' time. Oh, I'm just going to melt down. It's fine. I should be reading that too, but I am mood reading. You mood read. I'm also making a roast dinner. Oh, very nice. This late in the evening. Please tell me it's towards the end of the roast dinner and that your roast dinner will be ready at like 8:30ish latest. I hope you haven't just started making it because it's very late. I went very posh then. Hello. Boo. I'm going to rewatch Ant-Man and the Wasp. Nice. I have 6 months till Ollie's tour. Can't wait.
My next countdown is in 2 weeks and 2 days.
Same.
Yes, you're going to the same thing, are you?
Yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's me too.
It is.
I was like, don't think you're counting down to Mother Goose.
I mean, that's tomorrow.
There we go.
Oh, hi. I'm not here as I'm at drama, but want to say hello to you lovely people. Hello. That was like 6 minutes ago, so I don't know if you're still here. Hey, Kitty. Hey, Smash. Hey, Ash. Well, look who's back. We have an Andy. Hello. Hello. Sound check is so much fun. I came out crying last time. Don't. I will end up crying. I'm going to vlog, but I'm not going to vlog me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be vlogging the stage.
Yeah.
So you won't see me cry. You might hear me sob, but you won't see me cry.
We were not allowed to film the clip that people wanted of me last week because there were some ushers that were very angrily shouting at people and saying you cannot, because they have a pre-show, so they have performers on stage, and once the performers are on stage, you were not allowed your phone out whatsoever.
Yeah. That's
You were like
fair.
scary aggressive about it.
So they're going to cry at the concert? Yes, I will. I've already pre-warned the people I'm going, like Jenny. I've pre-warned Jenny. before I can read, I need to finish my review of Where the Forest Meets Stars.
I've not reviewed
Yes.
anything at all this year.
No, I still have Defend the Dawn to review on NetGalley.
I've got like 5 things to review on NetGalley. My current percentage is abysmal.
Yeah,
I'm just
I
like,
need to really work on my thing. Yes, I'll have to pick Live off the Floor for sure. Oh yes, like I've but then I might have to pick you off the floor, Jenny, if certain members end up like coming to our side of the stage, because yeah, I think we'll both be on the floor in puddles. Hi, I'm reading for my studies tonight. Very nice. I have an active fry. We are good. The beef is done. Just doing everything else. Okay. That's fine. You're all right then. So it's not going to take like 3 hours. That's fine. Don't worry, I'll regret it. Thanks, Jenny. Yeah. That's fine. Jenny's just going to film me crying at the event. You're going to use your eye patch as subtitles. I don't have an eye patch. Otherwise, I probably would.
I will say I was talking to Meg earlier about a musical that I will cry at when I see it, and she said that she's looking forward to seeing me cry if I
you saw
eventually
me
get.
cry so much at Hadestown.
I didn't see the time that you really cried. I just saw the aftermath.
Oh no, but you saw me the other 2 times.
Okay. No, I said if I go and see if I ever get to go and see Spring Awakening on stage, I'm going to have a similar reaction to she had to Hadestown, because I watched a documentary on it the other day and I realized like quite how emotional I'll get. And she was like, "Good, I'll be glad to see it." And I'm like, "No, that's not very nice."
We all just want to know that you have regular human emotions.
You saw me after I cried at Without You.
I did, yeah.
I cry at an advert, so you're fine. I have 35 books to review on NetGalley. I've dropped to 71%.
71% is like amazing. I'm on like 23.
I think I'm on.
I'm pretty sure I'm on like 30 or something. Yeah, I will probably cry at Ollie's concert. I am sure we're going to have good tickets. Also, been like 4 years since I've been to his concert. It's like my first ever 80s concert, my first K-pop concert, my first time being at Barricade. Actually, no, that's a lie. I was Barricade for JLS. And I will always remember that my favorite member, Aston, blew me a kiss and like did a little heart at me. And he did do it at me before anyone says anything. I made eye contact with him.
Was he not everyone's favorite?
I'm pretty sure he was everyone's favorite. But he blew me a kiss. Like,
yeah,
it's fine. Look, this is my 5th 80s concert. I am never prepared. It is intense. Yeah. Oh God, Liv. Andy means the thing you thought was an eye patch when you oh.
We'll move on from that one.
Yeah. Last year got cancelled due to him having knee surgery, and the year before due to the panini. Yeah. Alice is with me. I thought you were going to say I'm with it, and I'm definitely not.
No one's ever accused you of that, Alice.
Especially as I'm pretty sure the brain cells with Smash at the moment, because she's a drama. They're a drama. I reviewed a lot of books on that guy. That's why I'm still at 71%. But if I go on like this, getting new books all the time, you don't need to worry about it. It was something that happened on Tori's sprints, I think it was. I came on and my corset came with
an eye patch.
An item that I thought was I thought it was a back patch. I thought it was to go on my back for like the corset bit if it didn't do up properly. but it was not a
Slightly
back
lower down.
patch or an eye patch. It was to be used further down. Floss is probably what it was probably better for.
I think the part that you thought was an eye patch was to be used on the other side.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. Probably internet problems is probably what I'm going to go with. We might see Meg, we might not. Or it depends on Tinternet. Yeah. And I keep, I keep being made fun of about it.
I mean, I feel like we haven't mentioned it in a while.
To be fair, we haven't, and I've been very grateful for it. But yes. Would you look at that? We're at the bottom of the comments, and it's only been 15 minutes.
I mean, I can ramble some more if you want me to, like, create a distraction.
Oh no, it's fine. I can ramble if I want to, because I have a whole album worth of Mingy here. I ended up getting like 6 more photo cards. Yesterday I got this one.
We're just gonna go for our obsessions now.
I got, which other one did I get? I got this one.
May I interest you in my playables?
I got this one.
It's a limited edition one for February.
I got this one. And then
We're both as bad as each other.
I also got, where is it? This one here. So yeah, I actually need to go through this because hopefully on payday I am getting some dividers to help divide this up, because this is actually quite thick now, and these aren't even all the photo cards. Like, it's quite a thick binder. I am tempted to get a different type of binder, but we shall see. But I want to divide it up and organize it a bit better. We have comments again. This is what happens. We can be kind. It's a good thing. Pay bills are free.
Right, so you say they're free, but this represents more money than I would like to admit that I spent to get the tickets to get the playables. And also, that was free, but the big program wasn't. But, you know, it's fine. It's just like twice as expensive as it is in London for no reason whatsoever, but it's fine.
I think it's generally due to the fact that there's no adverts in those ones.
Yeah, but it's the same exact one that they have in London, just with a different cast, and it's cheaper over here.
Oh, okay.
Because they do in London, they have a smaller program, and then they have the brochure, which is that one, and I have both because, of course, I do.
I have 167 I need to sleeve. Yeah, I don't envy you. I have a few here that I need to sleeve. These are Yunho, Blanket Yunho, and then Hongjin. I need to sleeve one. I need to sleeve Hongjin. The other two have been sleeved. And this here, all the cards I have to trade. So yeah, I've got a lot to sort and like do, but it's fine because I have my washi tape here that I use to bind them all up together. I love this washi tape. It's sparkly.
I have some sparkly washi tape because said I'm going to be doing some scrapbooking today because I've realised I've got my theatre scrapbook I'm doing, and I haven't done any of the shows that I saw in January, and then obviously I want to do last week as well. So I have various sparkly washi tapes and things to use in that. And I also got some new stickers to put in that are cute that I kind of want to go and get and show you now, but I feel like I'm just taking over the thing. But some of them are adorable.
I take over when I talk about my 80s.
I'll be back.
I'm going to read some comments whilst you get it. Well, it can't be as embarrassing embarrassing as having to explain to my very old man what the toys in his late wife's toy box were. Oh dear.
Oh, God.
Oh dear. I've packed all yours ready for London too. Yay, thank you. I've got Jongo here for you. Ready. My Wi-Fi is once again having a moment. Well, you're back.
I am back.
We've got
Hopefully.
the Les Mis one.
Oh, I love that one. I need to see Les Mis.
It's a new. You do. It's a new little set that they've got, and like they've got ones that have got character names on it, so you can sort of put like what actors are on each day that you go, which is cute. So like, I can use this one when we go and see Wicked. I feel like I need more than just the one for Les Mis, but you know.
I need those for 6 because I always keep forgetting who I've seen on each day that I've been. Hey.
Let me find the cute ones. 1 second. Oh, Meg will like this one.
I do.
Good old Phantom.
I like this one. 1 second. I've just dropped it. No, it's not
Oh,
the one I
no.
want to lose. This one I can already use.
You can.
I feel like I need to see Moulin Rouge now.
Yes, you do. Go and see it with Jerry Moscato in it on the West End.
It's
He is
fine.
excellent.
In my opinion, he's my second favourite Christian. I think he's still Meg's favourite.
He's like, yeah.
You said they were close last week.
Yeah. Well, so the second that he does the opt-up, it's like uncontested.
Okay.
But he's not there yet, so.
Yeah, the opt-up was a moment.
It was.
Did you see Aaron do the thing then?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
I mean, I went to see it 3 times and I only saw him do it once, but he did it once. That's all I needed.
Just pretend they are free, Chloe.
I mean, like I said, they are free when you get into the theatre. It's just that you have to pay a lot of money to get into the theatre in the first place.
Did you find that the Broadway was more expensive than the West End?
Like twice as expensive.
A considerable amount more.
I suppose the premium seats aren't that different, but you can get the cheaper ones around the premium ones in London, which you don't really get on Broadway.
The premium seats are still like twice as expensive on a weekend.
Yeah, I suppose it depends what show though, because I'm just thinking of like the Moulin Rouge ones, for example. Like the ones I was sat in was supposed to be $300, and you can get ones that are like 200 and something pounds in the UK.
Yeah. The Phantom tickets were like 430.
Yep. Oh yeah. Those ones are ridiculous.
Which is why I saw it on a Wednesday, and it was still ridiculous.
This is why I saw Funny Girl on the Wednesday matinee and got the cheapest seat.
I love Les Mis. It's been many, many years since I saw it in London, and then later in Paris. Very nice.
There is a new cast going into it in London. I'm very excited about it.
It's got Lucy Jones, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. She does an opt-up in I Dreamed a Dream, and it's one of my favourite versions of I Dreamed a Dream I've ever heard, and I'm very excited to get to see it again.
I'm gonna need to go see that. Do you know who I really want to go back into Les Mis, but I doubt she ever will? Is Samantha Barks.
Yeah, I mean she's too old to play Eponine now, so if she went back into it, she'd have to be Fantine.
Yeah, because I loved her in the movie version of it, and I loved her as Elsa in Frozen when I saw her.
Yeah.
So I want to see her in more stuff.
She was very, very good as Eponine. She's probably possibly the Eponine I've seen most, to be honest.
To be fair, she did like 3 or 4 years worth of Eponine, didn't she?
It was right. Her first performance was the first time I ever saw it.
Yeah.
And that was like as I got obsessed with it. So I went quite a few times during the next few years, and I went to like the concert and everything as well. So I ended up seeing her a few times in it.
Yeah. Oh, but anyway. Seeing him do the opt-up more than once would have actually killed Chloe.
I think it
was a moment.
Yeah, we both had a moment. We were like, oh my God, he did it. I almost threw my phone across the aisle. Like,
yay, Meg is back.
For now. It's not letting me connect to my extender now, so We're just using the regular Wi-Fi. It
Maybe
doesn't
the
like
best.
Keeping things crossed. We may see when we come back from our sprint. We may not.
Yeah.
We'll see. So yes, we're going to go for a sprint now because I feel like we've had sufficient chat time. I feel like I'm not going to say I'm 80s out because I'm never 80s out.
I'm sure you'll have something else to tell us when you come back.
Oh, I'm sure there will be. But yeah. Right, I'm going to press start and go get my makeup. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
How are we?
I'm very sleepy.
Shush. My printer's making noises.
So, how did you?
I should have put my audiobook on because I was like sorting stuff out on my computer, which I did. I was like productive with that, but did not put my audiobook on, so haven't actually read anything. It's fine. It's next one.
Meg,
I read something on my phone, so I didn't read anything that I should have been reading either.
I mean,
Glad it
well done,
wasn't.
wonderful. Because I didn't read anything. I didn't do anything either because I realised that I hadn't washed my makeup brushes. And that's kind of important.
Yeah.
I
So
can't
I
remember
need
the
to,
last time I washed mine, but yeah.
I need to wash my makeup brushes. So instead, I've decided to do some blue washi tape around the top. Oh, are we good?
I think so.
Can we all hear
Wow.
me?
Yeah.
I don't know. Things went crazy.
I thought it was me. Because
No,
I
it
thought it
was
was
me.
I was like, I thought this
Yeah.
was just my Wi-Fi again.
No, it was me. Because this top opens, but it's been known to fling across the stage. So I'm putting like some washi tape around the top so that it doesn't do that on stage.
Nice.
And because I've got like rhinestones in it, I don't want them to go everywhere.
That would not be ideal.
No. So yeah.
I realised I've got loads of prints of things that I need to frame and find somewhere to put them. So that's another thing I need to do is buy frames for things like this and this. Because apparently, because everyone knows what my aesthetic is, obviously. I mean, these ones I bought myself, but yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm not necessarily sure that the one I got you was like an aesthetic, because I was looking at it when it arrived and I was like, there are so many colours on this. Like, none of them match. I'm like, there is like neon yellow, neon green, like red. There's like every colour that does not go together that you can think of.
But look how cute it is with all my favourites.
Like, I figured you'd appreciate it, but aesthetically, it's wild.
I like Moulin Rouge in the middle, and I do love it, and I love that it's a film version, but also part of it, like the fact that half of it's a film version and half of them are stage show versions, confuses me.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
Sorry, I decided I would continue to do this whilst we were all talking about theatre.
I also need to figure out where all these stickers are going to go. That's my other
I'm
thing.
sure you'll
I'll
figure
shush them.
something out. No, it's fine. Continue talking about theatre. I love hearing about theatre.
I mean, you watched Newsies in January, didn't you?
Yeah, but these ones are big. They're a bit too big for the scrapbook. So I have my 2 Newsies ones, so that's upside down. And then where does Andreas go?
Somewhere like Pride of Place where you can see him all the time.
On my laptop. So I also put Superboy and the Invisible Girl. Basically, Meg bought me loads of stickers for birthday/Christmas, and I need to figure out where to put them.
Fair. I love this washi tape. It's just so sparkly. Right. Alice filmed. Wonderful. How did you do? I had dinner and read some pages. Very nice. I finished writing my review, but it's too long for Instagram. I need to shave off 100 words or so. You've got this. StreamYard said, nope to the washi tape. Clearly not. That was both Meg and Chloe. I think it was me. I think it was everyone. It was everyone was likely the StreamYard site. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just realised there's some glue left over, residual glue on my light stick that I want to get rid of. I finished reading Red, White, and Royal Blue. Woohoo! 5 stars.
That
Very
is the
nice.
correct data.
Snap.
Yes, that is the correct one. This is really going to piss me off now. I know it's there. Ow! Bent my nail. Yes! Sorry, I really needed to get that off because it was really pissing me off. Now into reading my non-fiction for the month, Nutrition for Dummies. Nice. Just finished Book Lovers by Emily Henry this morning, and I am reading Stephen King, Drawing of the Three.
How did you like Book Lovers? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
If you didn't, just don't tell me.
And I'm enjoying it. I think that's about the Stephen King book. Hello. I think that's all come in like different orders to how you actually typed it. 20 stars for me reading a book. Congratulations. Wonderful. Liv, if you're messing with glue, please open the window. We don't need to repeat. No, it's just a little bit of leftover residual glue. I'm not actually playing with glues today. Today is just washi tape, like on the top here, so that it doesn't look quite as out of place as like the 2 strips of sellotape that I had on it previously. Yes, it was clear sellotape, but you could still see that there was sellotape on it. Whereas at least this way, it kind of looks.
Go to the colour scheme.
Yeah, I probably will end up putting some sellotape over the top, but I'll put that like on top of the washi tape just to hold the washi tape down a little bit, just to give it some more structure. But to be fair, I'm not going to be like shaking it too heavy because there have been people who have ended up with like cracks. Like they're not very, very durable, I've been told. So I think I'm going to be doing very tiny like movement with it.
Headphone users getting some ASMR right now. I'm not sure if that's a good sound or not.
I like it. I find it very therapeutic.
Don't think I could fall asleep to it.
I can fall asleep to a hairdryer, so
Yeah, but that's like white noise. That's a bit different.
That was like anxiety inducing. That was like some kind of creature is coming to get you sounds.
what this?
Yeah. Like weird scratching on walls kind of thing.
I will read for the next sprint, Making Tea with Honey. Very nice. My reading is good. I'm guessing that is the book was good.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Kitty agrees with you.
The sound is bad. Yeah.
Yeah. It isn't my favourite noise.
The more people tell her not to do it, she's just gonna keep on doing it, isn't she?
I mean, it's fine because my internal sound right now is just Superboy and the Invisible Girl. So it's okay.
Hairdryers are an awful sound. They are, but I was at Becca's once and we were at Yalk and I was asleep at like 6 o'clock and Becca hadn't finished blow drying her hair or anything. I slept through the entire thing. She literally made so much noise getting ready for bed and I was just asleep.
Was this when you had COVID?
No, this was like 2 years prior. It was like 20. It must have been 2018, the first year I went to Yelp. I was so tired and I was even sleeping on the floor on an air mattress because she didn't have the spare room at that point, and that spare room was just like the junk room. There was no beds in it. So we had one person on the air bed and the other person in the bed alongside Becca. And we took it in turn so that not one person just had the bed and one person had the air mattress. But it meant that that night I was on the air mattress and I slept through the entire thing. Whilst they were getting ready, it was fine. No.
She's full naming you. Olivia, please stop.
She did full name me. It's fine. What I'm going to actually do is, because I feel like I'm falling asleep, I think this is going to be our last sprint. We're going to do a quite short sprint. Like, we're going to do 45 minutes, but I'm only doing 2 sprints tonight because it's 10 to 9. I am ready for bed. So I'm going to put this up because Brain is not with it. Brain is not with it. See, Daryl can be noisy in other rooms, won't hear it, but steps on something in the bedroom, instantly awake. Fair. Adding to stream. We're going to press start, and this will be our last sprint. So see you all in 45 minutes. How'd you do?
I actually did manage to listen to some of my audiobook. I don't know. I haven't worked it out in pages, but 1 second, because I know I'm at the end of a section, so it should be quite easy to work out. Go to Meg while I work it out.
I finished reading my thing on my book, and then I read 27 pages.
Nice.
I read
Posted
35.
35. Wonderful. I finished my top, so it's now blue and sparkly. I then just proceeded to scroll social media because, tomorrow I need to wash my makeup brushes and then do a trial Saturday and then wash them Sunday, ready to pack them Monday. Problem is that Monday I've got Russell Howard comedy tickets.
No.
So it's not even like I can do it like Monday evening. I have to pack mostly on Sunday, and I'm also in the office on Monday as well. So we're literally from the office home, grab something really quick to eat, and then leave again to get to the concert, to the stand-up show. Then I won't get back until about 9:30, 10 o'clock, I reckon. Because Russell Howard and friends, so I don't know who else is going to be there. And then I've got to get up at like 6:30 because I'm leaving at like 7:30. No, I'm leaving at 8:30. Sorry, to get like a 5 to 9 train. So yeah, that could be fun, but I'm kind of also grateful because it means that if I am tired, if I don't get enough sleep Monday night, I'll actually sleep Tuesday night.
Yeah.
So that should be fine, and I can always sleep on the train because London's end of track, so it's not like I can miss my stop.
Oh my god!
Me every time. Sorry.
Yeah, I fell asleep on my train back from London on Monday, and I woke up and it was 5 minutes after we should have stopped in Warrington, and I looked at my phone and I was like, I don't know where we are. Like, we should have stopped at the stop just before mine by now. And I don't recognize this place. It was fine. We got held up in Milton Keynes, like we were running late. But I was like, oh no.
And for context, this wasn't even just like a regular tired. This was I've been on a flight overnight and I'm not on the right time zone sort of tired.
And like sat in a train station for 2 hours because they wouldn't let me get on a train until then.
See, I was okay because I'm the start of the line and the end of the line, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm fine. If I fall asleep, I fall asleep.
My train was to Glasgow. Like the end of the line, very far away from me.
Yeah, I'm forever grateful that my dad can drive me to and from airports, so that I don't have to worry about trains and things. I can literally just be like, Dad, my flight gets in at so and so time. Can you pick me up? And
if I'd gone into Manchester, there would have been no issues. My parents would have collected me, or my grandparents would have collected me, or an uncle. I have many family members who would have collected me from Manchester.
The original plan was to fly from Manchester, but then when we moved the dates, she was in London on the Sunday already, so it just made more sense, and it was cheaper.
But it was also like a lot cheaper to fly from London, so that helps also.
Yeah, see, for me, it's about an hour to get to the airport from me, if that. So it's not that bad of a drive to and from London airports. That's to Gatwick and Heathrow. So,
I mean, my dad's picked me up from Heathrow before, and I've been, but like, I wasn't going to ask. My mum offered last time. He was like, "We'll do one way," and I was like, "Well, that is more than I expected, so thank you." It felt a bit ridiculous to expect that. I was like, a lift from the train station might be appreciated, but they were both at work, so I got a taxi.
Yeah, that's fair. I need to get some lip balm. I've got a really bad split lip, and it's annoying me. But hey, I'm in Aberdeen again, but I've missed Sprint, sad Tory. Well, you came and you probably left again, because that was at 9:10. I'm going to watch YouTube videos before going to sleep. Thanks for the front slip. You've probably gone, because again, that was 9:30. So that was that. That scared me more than I would like to admit. Glad you didn't end up in Glasgow, Meg.
Same. I would have been screwed.
I got 33 pages, read that sprint, and beat a boss level on Mario 3D for my son. Nice. That is some productivity there. I am so tired. I still want to make my bed.
Oh.
It was change day. Thankfully, I have like 2 bedding sets. So like one goes on and the other one goes in the wash and then sits in the airing cupboard until it's change every day again.
I have like 6.
I have 2. So yeah.
But I used to have 2. And then like it was just one of those things that my mum bought me some when I moved out, even though I did own some. And then like I saw some on offer.
Yeah.
And I bought some of the fluffy stuff.
I've got a pink set and a blue set.
I just have ones that don't fit my bed here because my bed when I moved back home was a single bed and my bed when I moved out was a double bed. So I have like some nice ones in like vacuum packed storage in a shed outside.
I have a small double. So it's not a full double, it's a small double.
Yeah,
it's
we've
basically
got
1.5 people. I think it's 1.5. Which is great for just me. I like to starfish. If I have anyone around, they have to sleep on a spare bed. But it makes finding fitted sheets horrible because I hate like the sheets that you have to like fold yourself. Like, no. Give me the elasticated corners. Let me hook it round. So they're an absolute nightmare. You normally have to get them off like specialist sites. So what we've done is we've got a double duvet and I just tuck it in like a double sheet.
Yeah, that's what we do.
So I'm like, nah, I can't be dealing with like folding the corners and things. Like, nah.
I just have a double bed. It makes things very easy to find fitted sheets. Though when I moved out, I had a king size bed. Not on purpose. That was just what the room came with. So I kept my duvet as just a normal one, and it was slightly too small when I made my bed. But I had to go out and buy like king size sheets.
I mean, your bed has a whole other issue of it not actually being a proper bed and it being bookcases with a piece of wood on top and a mattress, so you have to climb up into it.
It's not bookcases. It's the
Well,
dresser.
I use them as bookcases.
I use them as storage.
Either way, it's some IKEA shelf with a piece of wood on top, so you have to climb up to it because it's too tall.
Only a step. And it's very practical.
See, I could fit a double bed
I like
in
it.
here.
It's ingenious, but it's still like I would have a nightmare. I would fall out of bed and break my neck at some point. It would just happen.
I could fit a full double in here, but I would then have to get rid of like one of my bookcases.
I can fit a double in here, but I'd need to get rid of bookcases and wardrobes and things, and that's not happening.
No. I mean, I don't think I could ever do a single bed again. Like, I'm too used to my... Like, I have a single bed next week when I'm in London because we're sharing a room. And so we've got 2 singles. So that's going to be interesting.
So yeah, I feel like I could get used to a single bed, just not a single bed that's against a wall. Because like I've gotten used to when I turn over, like really moving my arms, which means I
would almost prefer it to be next to a wall, so then I don't fall off the bed. Because I know what I will do is I would roll and then just continue to roll and end up on the floor.
I have space on either side of my bed. Never once fallen off it, even when drunk. Like, it's not an issue I have to contend with.
See, it's not. What I think is I'd wake up like half asleep and go to like get up to go to the bathroom or something and then forget how high it is. That's my issue with yours.
Well, no, like getting down is like fine because like gravity it's only like this far.
Yes,
but like my
I am clumsy and I would end up going over on my ankle because I do that just walking. So
I mean, same, but touch wood. I don't know if
so
that would
far,
be a
yeah.
word. I've been lucky so far.
Yeah. See,
And it's been like 2 years now, so
I'm too used to a double bed, like a small double bed, that I couldn't realistically go to a single without rolling off it for like a long period
my
of
issue
time.
of being used to a double bed is I use the other half just to store things that I don't want to put away yet. So like I very much do just sleep in a single bed space half of the time.
Yeah, I can't sleep with anything in my bed. What I will generally do if it's anything like if it's messy, if my room's messy and I've got stuff on my bed, at night I will take it off and put it on the floor, and then in the morning I'll pick it up off the floor and put it back on the bed.
No, I'm like Meg. One side of like when I did have a double, one side of my bed was there for like the bottom half always had a pile of clothes or things that I'd not put away yet. The top half had my laptop, and then usually like my backpack or something in the middle as well, where I'd sort of taken and took stuff out of it.
My work bag is right here.
Yeah, there we go.
My iPad is at the bottom.
The laptop would be at the top because usually I'd be laid there watching something on the laptop.
So my laptop will end up next to me once I've finished with sprints, but then it will go to the bottom of the bed because I'll be too worried that my arms will hit.
See, the only thing I could sleep with when I would be my cat, like on the bed, and that was because this is when I had a single bed. This was like quite a few years ago. I had a blanket, and my cat created its own nest in the corner of my bed. Because I used to have like a day bed, which had like the metal frame around the like around three sides of it. And so he, in the little corner, he created a little nest for himself in which it was he created a bed for himself, basically. It had a nice little dent in it, it had walls in like this fluffy blanket that I had. And that was the only thing I could sleep with, like on my bed. Other than my cuddly toys, but they don't count because you cuddle them. You cuddle the cuddly toys. I will go to sleep in a second, I promise.
This is the first night since going back from New York that I've not accidentally fallen asleep at 7, which I think means I'm not going to be an absolute mess at work tomorrow. Because I'm not going to fall asleep at 2 a.m.
Nice.
Yeah, I was very tired in the first sprint though. I was like, oh no, this isn't looking good for me.
Well, you made it.
You did.
I readjusted to time quite quickly. But
no,
I
really
don't sleep anyway.
I had like a 4-hour nap on Monday, just like not being able to sleep that evening.
I powered through until about like 9:30 and then went to sleep, and I think that helped.
Yeah. I was going to, and then I got home and I just couldn't. I was like, nope, I'm gonna lie down for just a minute, and then it was 4 hours later, and I was like, oh no. I
always think that like the 4-5 hour time difference is worse than like an 8-hour time difference, because 8 hours it's like a day. You've literally just swapped day and night, so you could
weird in between when it's like the 5 hours.
It's not quite the time to be going to bed, but you're shattered because actually it is. And I can remember when I came back from Florida, I ended up falling asleep during the day because I could not stay awake. Like I got back at like 10 o'clock in the morning and I was asleep at 11. I woke up at 4 o'clock to have dinner and then went back to sleep. Because I like to oversleep anyway, it wasn't too bad. And I also had the Queen's death to thank because I had the funeral on the Monday. I landed on the Sunday and so we flew back on the Sunday. We landed Sunday morning, and I was meant to work Monday morning.
I remember this.
The Queen died, so we got an extra bank holiday on the Monday. And honestly, I was so grateful for it. I was like, I can sleep.
hadn't Becca like just started her job that she's in now, so she couldn't book the extra day off, and then it was like,
Yeah.
well, I get it off anyway.
Yeah, because in her last job, she'd booked that Monday off.
Yeah.
But in the new job, they couldn't honour it. And so, yeah, Becca got her Monday anyway. I even got a Monday. Honestly, it was the greatest thing. And I definitely think it helped me with my jet lag because it meant that I was able to take the day however I wanted to take it. And I mainly slept like the entire day. I woke up for the actual funeral. I watched the funeral. That was quite nice.
I mean, the funeral was about 10 hours long, so
yeah, to be fair, I only watched I watched the procession of that bit, and I watched the start of the funeral, like the funeral service, but I didn't watch her like
the
go
bit when
down
they were
the
like
street
walking through
again.
Windsor for about an hour. Yeah,
I didn't
See,
watch that part.
I found it very inconvenient because I was in London that weekend and I wanted to go places and roads were closed and buses weren't running, and I was but to be fair, I was traveling home on the Monday when the funeral was happening, so it wasn't that bad to leave London. Most people wanted to remain.
Yeah. So
But
yeah,
the bus that went from my tube station to my hotel not running that entire weekend.
Yeah, well, no, Becca also thanked the Queen's passing because it meant that the Elizabeth line was running that weekend. So on the Sunday, it meant because the Elizabeth line doesn't normally run on Sundays. I think it started to now, but back then it wasn't. Like it wasn't running then. So it just meant that she was able to get the Elizabeth line home because it was, you know, I think it was like 2 train changes rather than 1 train like no 2 train changes instead of like 4 that she would have had to have done to get home.
Yeah.
And when you're jet lagged at like 9 o'clock in the morning and you just want to go home to bed.
Yeah, this was me on Monday morning when I was like, I could get the train with Meg into Victoria and then swap onto the Victoria line to get to St Pancras, and it'd be a little bit quicker. But for the 10 minutes I'm saving, I'm just going to stay on one train that has about 50 stops, but takes me directly to St Pancras, so it makes it easier for me in the end.
Whereas
Yeah,
I wasn't going from St Pancras, so I had to get the other train and get on the tube.
Yeah. It was either that or go to St Pancras and then walk 10 minutes to Euston, but I don't think you wanted to do that either.
I didn't. I thought about it, and I could have gone to St Pancras and then got the tube. I was like, I'd rather just do like the quicker version of that than the longer one.
Do you know what? I'm just so grateful that my dad picked me up. He literally was waiting for us as we came out of the terminal. I gave him my suitcase. He lugged the suitcase to the car. I was like, I'm not putting that thing anymore because one of the wheels had broken at that point. So I was like dragging the suitcase. Like, I was like, take it. I can't. At this point, I slept very minimally on the plane. I was dealing with Disney blues at the time as well because I was like all of that as well. It was meant to be like 2 o'clock in the morning in Florida at the time, so my body clock was all over the place. And so I just take it. I can't deal with this luggage anymore. And like my hand luggage was really heavy as well because I had like all of my books in my hand luggage because there was no actual weight limit in my actual suitcase for the books to go. So I had the majority like in my hand luggage. So I had that to deal with as well. And I was, you know what? I saw my dad's car and went, oh my God, thank God. Literally shoved everything in the boat, sat in my car, and I had given him my pillow from my bed and a blanket. So I literally on the car journey home had a pillow and wrapped myself in this blanket. And I was like, I love you, Dad. And I'm so grateful for coming to pick me up. I'm falling asleep for an hour. Yeah, and then got home, said hello to Mum, and was like, I am going to bed before I even start unpacking this stuff because I am tired.
I did the same thing when I got home. I like came in. My brother was like, didn't realize you were coming home today. I was like, No one else was at home. And then he was like asking me questions. I was like, Thomas, do I look like I'm ready to have a conversation?
Oh, right. On that note, I think we should end the live, and everyone can go to bed. I feel like we're all very tired.
I'm fine.
You're always
But
fine.
you don't sleep much anyway.
I'll be tired tomorrow when I have to work, unfortunately.
You're still working outside of the house.
No, I found out that I thought it was out of the house, but they're by phone. But then I've got a mad dash because Mother Goose starts at 5 p.m.
All right.
That's so
We shall
early.
leave, and we can end the broadcast.